Hello everyone, nubkeks here, welcome back to Nub Raids, and today we're going to be watching a replay of my second 5 arena fights in Silver. So I'm actually currently uploading the first video, and I'm presuming that maybe you guys are like, ah, nubkeks, we wanted to see the second set of 5 fights. Well, here it is right now, and what we're going to do is this post commentary. We're watching it back at 1.5 times speed, so it's a bit quicker. And yeah, again, let me know what you think of the two styles. I personally think there's sort of pros and cons to both in terms of the commentary. Versus the live gameplay. I think they're both interesting, and I think it's kind of a fun thing to mix both in. We shall see. But yeah, let's dive into it. Opponent is picking first. He's gone for a Pytheon. Now, what was kind of striking to me, Miracle Heal on Pytheon. That screams Hydra. So we could probably guess that it's probably a quick Pytheon. Also, you know, considering he's not in an arena build, it should be a bit easier for us. We've got an Uko for the enemy. So both of us have Pytheon Uko. Classic bronze and silver right here. Would not work in gold, which I'm really looking forward to. Then he's picking up a Norog, which I think is interesting. Again, I would say Norog with a Brimstone is definitely a weaker pick. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an easy win. I'm going to pick up a Staltis, and I'm going to pick up a Yumiko. I'm looking at his team. I'm thinking, apart from the Uko, these are all pretty slow. And in fact, look at this. His team is very slow. We pick up a Staltis, who's going to give us just a consistent defensive nuker here. And I'm looking at his team and thinking, ooh, okay, this is interesting. I could potentially bomb this. His only cleanser is Python, and this becomes really interesting. I brought in a Shazar. It's going to be positive affinity. And I'm looking at these picks, and I'm thinking, I don't remember what I do here, but Python or Uko would be the bans. Uko could be very fast, and Uko has that randomness with the polymorph and with potential stun set, provoke set, the buff stripping. He could be a problem stripping off our stone skin, etc. The Python brings the cleanse. So it wouldn't be one of those things. I feel like if we ban Python, Shazar kills everyone. But maybe Uko messes it up. If we ban Uko, we just have to get past the Python, which is a bit risky, but I figured he probably bans the Yumiko. And we should have a good chance to get through. We A1 with Uko to start things off. We actually get decreased attack on 2 of them, and we get lucky and stun his Python. Now, if we had not stunned his Python, he would have cleansed right here. We would have had to wait him out. So we get super lucky right there. And that's sort of the strength of stun set Uko. When it works, it works. He stuns the Python again, which is honestly just sort of disgusting at this point. And again, because his Python wasn't able to get in with the cleanse, we were able to blow him up. I think even if we hadn't blown him up, and even if Uko had not stunned Python, he got the cleanse out, I think that Staltis would still have killed all of them. We could have waited out the block debuffs, and then Shazar could have just A1'd and been ready with the bombs as soon as that wore out. I didn't really feel under too much threat. We have Uko to revive. Yeah, I just didn't see his squishy damage dealers there being able to survive through Staltis and Shazar. Without the block debuffs eventually falling and us getting the kill. But Uko did Uko things, and we got through. So that was game number 1, quick one. Bombs claiming the victory for us, plus Uko shenanigans. We're going into fight number 2, and instantly this is quite scary. I actually think Enithwe is really good for live arena because he brings in that block revive. We opened up with a Candrafon, which is decent. The problem I run into with Candrafon is I don't have a Duchess. Like, if I had a Duchess, I'm imagining gold arena here. Going in with like Candrafon Duchess, I think is very powerful in gold arena. Candrafon's biggest weakness, I would say, is probably Duchess. He can kill her. He's one of the few that sort of can, but he does struggle because he can weak hit. And oh man, it's pretty brutal at this point. We've got a Marishka and a Nekret. So it's like, oh, right. Right now, I'm still thinking I probably ban a Enithwe, right? We kill whoever is protected. And I'm actually thinking he's going to go with a Rotus as the last pick. So I went away from Supreme Elhain, picked up the Rhonda instead. My Rhonda in worse gear, but she'll be able to deal with a Rotus that's protected by Nekret. Oh, and then you see we're freaking out. He's got a freaking Taurus, man. He's got a 2-star Awakened Taurus, 2-star Awakened Duchess, 4-star Awakened Nekret, and a Marishka. We have to ban Taurus. There's no way you can win otherwise. Taurus is just too strong. His passive, his damage is nuts. So this is super, super nasty. The hope here is that we can get in and we can kill Enithwe with Rhonda, right? And then we can start picking them off one by one. Problem is that the Duchess is actually really quick and Rhonda's not quick enough. I think we actually, in the video I just uploaded, I think we had the same problem. I'm pretty sure we had the exact same problem where Rhonda got outsped and we fell apart. And actually then Marishka comes in with the cleanse, and now we're in trouble. We've got an Enithwe. We try to kill him. We don't land the kill, though, with Candy. And yeah, we're in really big trouble because Anithwe is now, he's been cleansed. Does not have block debuffs. We got the A1. We get decreased attack. That's good. But this Anithwe, if he kills anyone, they're dead, right? Block revive. Goodbye. So that's a really big issue. Like, he one-shots Candy. That's actually brutal, right? That's a triple hitter. One hit of that, kill Candy. So that's rough. The biggest problem with Anithwe is that he's squishy. His A1 with a decreased attack and no increased attack has actually almost killed Rhonda as well. You can see he's destroyed a big chunk of her max HP. Anithwe is very, very, very squishy. But hey, guess what? If you got a Duchess, a Marishka, and a Nekret, he's not so squishy anymore, huh? He's pretty tanky. So we're just out of there. I remember that one. We attempted to hit Duchess and we didn't make a dent, so we're moving on. But yeah, I'm kind of like in a bit of a pickle there in terms of Rhonda and what to do with Rhonda. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like getting her up actually maybe quite quick. I think that she probably has enough damage to still make a good, like, certainly to kill anyone protected by Nekret, most likely. Her A2 is still going to kill him. I've got her about 6,000 attack right now, 240% crit damage. Probably could go down to like 5k attack and try get her speed up to like 220, 230. I just don't have the gear to do that. But I do think a faster Rhonda for this level of play is going to be key so that we can cut in and start actually just getting more hits with her, I think is probably the way. And having her like highly awakened with Soul Reap would be really nice with that. But anyway, look, or having a Nekret with her, and that would be nice too. All that fun stuff. So, oh boy, this is brutal right now. We've got the +4 Sifi, we've got a Taris, a Yumiko, and a Duchess. So what the heck do we do? So I kind of saw some of this coming with the Taris first. We actually went with, we did bring in Ramantu, and I'm thinking maybe we can do some shenanigans here with bombs. Maybe that's our avenue in. Really awkward with +4 Sifi and a Yumiko, though. I'm just not quite sure what to do. We're gonna bring in a Supreme Elhain as well, who can like one-shot even these tanky revivers, and then maybe come in with an AoE. And get Taris low enough that maybe it won't matter. We've got the buff strip from Ramantu. So that's sort of the hope, is that we go in, maybe they buff up, we're able to strip them off. And he's got Harima as well. This is rough. He's got the 2 best nukers in the entire game. Luckily, they're not awakened, but he still has them with the right blessings. Then he's got the 2 best tanky revivers, and he has a Yumiko as well. I wasn't really sure what to do, to be honest. I said, right, we'll get rid of Yumiko. And then I actually expected him to ban my Yumiko, but he banned Arbiter. So that's kind of rough, actually. I didn't expect that. I was hoping we could either boost and then strip Ramantu, and then Gaius could get in with the bombs. So we've definitely been flustered here. And actually really smart play by him. He sleeps the Gaius, which is a huge problem. So that sucks. So now we're really in trouble. I'm going, what the heck do I do? I was really hoping he'd boost with Sifi. So we're going to go in and... Sheep happens. I think she's only 2 stars. That's kind of a bummer. What I was really hoping was that we'd get the 4 hits with Ramantu there on the Sifi and fear the others, and then we'd be able to cut in. But his Sifi was just quite quick, and smart play by him, sleeping the Gaius. Outplayed, honestly. Yeah, I think the Arbiter ban from him was really smart. He outplayed us. That being said, I feel like even if he didn't outplay us, even if it was like, here, Granny, what is this, dear, please? I'm blind. Do you want me to play the game for you? You're like, yeah, Granny, whatever, Granny. Do whatever you want. I feel like with his composition, he probably would have won no matter what. And I'm thinking, oh my God, you can see I'm hovering over the X button. I'm like, it's back. Round 2, Duchess, Sifi, and a Yumiko. It's round 2, boys. Here we go again. Now, we're slightly different. This time we've got Kaimar. So I'm thinking what to do. I'm thinking Hefrak and Arbiter. And again, I'm thinking maybe we sneak in a bomb somehow. Here, we have the double speed aura. So this time, because we picked Kaimar early, we do have a double speed aura. So we can definitely get around it. He's got the Rotos as well, and he's got Leorius. So yeah, you can see I'm hovering the Gaius. I think this is what I go for. I'm considering other options, but like I need something that's able to kill Duchess. So none of the force damage dealers will work. And yeah, again, I'm thinking we got to get rid of the Rotos. There's no way. Rotos is, yeah, we got to get rid of him. That single target stuff, he can just pop off. So let's see how this one goes. We obviously have to deal with the unkillable on Leorius as well, which is another problem. Great thing here, we have the Arbiter, so we get in. We can go in with the sleep. Let's see how it goes. Sleep, excellent. Now, the good thing about the sleep is that, and I almost A3 there because I thought I was controlling Hefrak. That was dumb. Sleep does lock out the Yumiko, which is really good. Kaimar is actually very good against Yumiko because of that. So we've got bombs on all of them, which is good. We're going to A1 the Sifi. I'm worried about her surviving. She's quite tanky. She's got a big enough shield there from the bolster set as well. We definitely don't want to hit Leorius, at least right now. Not really any option but to nuke with Hefrak. So we go into, and you can see very tanky. The Hefrak nuke does not get the double hit on either Sifi or the Duchess. We go in with the A2 from Gaius again, just to make sure the tanky revivers die. And I'm hoping, like, this is kind of scary, the Leorius. I think his unkillable goes away when he takes a turn, and he should die from the bombs from Gaius. So I think we're good. But luckily, we actually have the speed. Gaius gets back around to another turn, and he's able to use his A3, ignore unkillable, and takes out Leorius. I think we win that anyway, but the A3 secures it. So I thought that was a really interesting fight. And the cool thing about that was it was a very similar fight to the previous one. Not as good champions, though. He had Leorius, Rotus, who are like, you know, a step down from Taras and Harima. But, you know, it's kind of funny. Certainly Rotos, and then maybe Leorius a step below that, or, you know, Rotus is probably third best after Harima, and Taras, but it's even quite a big step down from those. And Rotos is still, like, I think a mile ahead of the others. Leorius being pretty good. Right, so this time he's coming in, and this is, okay, sorry, this is a really interesting draft. He first picked Warlord, and I'm kind of scared here. Platinum Avatar. Platinum player. He is going to outspeed me, and I'm scared of his Sifi. I've lost, I'm being annoyed. My Arbiter's 360 speed. Yeah? I've lost and been annoyed too many times by my Arbiter with her speed aura being outsped by a Sifi, and we get slapped by her A1. Not dealing with that. So I'm going second. And what I've done with my picks here, I basically, okay, he's got Warlord first pick. Let's assume, oh, big twist, but let's assume he's going to lock us out. We want champions that are good even when locked out. So Uko with his passive and his A1 and his stun set, still good. Candy can still kill people. And I was expecting to ban the Duchess. But yeah, and then with the big twist, he brings in the double Mortu, so I'm bringing in the Gaius, and I'm thinking, ooh, this is great. I've got Elva speed aura or Uko speed aura. My Gaius is fast. His team looks slow. I ban the Warlord. Gaius is going to kill all of them, right? Gaius solves this fight. Now, he's good. He bans the Gaius out, so we don't have that. So now it's really anyone's game. We're going to speed boost here with Elva. Here's the scary thing. Mortu hard counters Uko. Right? What does Uko do with every attack? AoE. Every attack is an AoE. We're going to A1. Excuse me. We're going to A1 with Pythion just to save the AoE heal and block debuffs because it's okay. We're kind of really hoping there that Uko like steals Stone Skin or something. And he actually goes in. This is interesting. I thought this was a huge mistake at this point in the fight. I was going, what is he doing? He does the nuke with Leorius, which kills Uko. And I'm thinking, dude, Uko's just used his revive. Every turn now from Uko for the next 3 turns is an AoE, and you still have 2 turns of Stone Skin on those Mortus. This is great for me. This is, we get the counterattack from Pythion. I'm like, Pythion, do not counterattack and double hit that Mortu, right? Because what I'm thinking is, great, Uko's dead. This is brilliant. Unfortunately, then he does kill his Leorius, even full health Leo. He has good enough gear that he kills my Candrafon despite the Pythion protection and all of the buffs on him. He still kills him. So I'm thinking, oh, that's pretty rough. At this point, I'm thinking I've got 2 revivers. I can actually afford to go for the Uko double hit and see how it goes. But yeah, that was rough. So we did have to do the revive. But yeah, he killed Uko. And it was like, yes, I can just single target you down. He happened to have too much damage, though. We're going in with the AoE right there. So this is a thing, right? We've got... I'm kind of dumb here. I should just kill Leo. This is really stupid. Leo has block buffs on. I should just kill Leo. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm ignoring... It got to my head. I'm kind of ignoring Leo. Like, I should AoE here with the candy. That was really dumb of me. Actually, now I'm watching it back. But yeah, so we want to hit these... Especially right now, those Mortus both very high in turn meter. We do not want to hit them. Great thing is that Candy is protected by his Veil, so he cannot be perilled by the Mortus, which is big. And right here, again, I'm just hitting the low health guy. We're trying to keep Leo as high health as possible. We actually get the stun on Leo, so that's good. And now we can come in and AoE. We kill the other 2. And again, just for safety here, we're just going to put Candy right back into the Veil. He can't be perilled. And sort of hopefully he doesn't weak hit. We get away with it. Again, at this point, I'm thinking, all right, you can peril any of these other guys, and I don't really care. I'll go for the double hit, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, just keeping our buffs up. We actually get a stun here from Uko, so that again buys us more time. We come in, we weak hit with Candy. That's always the problem. I'm thinking I can actually A1 again, and he left the battle. And I think that might be it. Yeah, that was it. That was the 5 fights. So I thought that last fight was really interesting. He had the double Mortu, jeez, into Uko, but we still managed to pull it through kind of trying to play it carefully with single target stuff, keeping the veil on Candrafon. That's kind of a luxury that Candrafon has. I feel like we got a little bit lucky in Candy managing to one-shot his Duchess. That was a pretty huge deal. That would have made it more difficult. Then I totally forgot about block buffs on his Leo, so that made things a bit sketchy. I guess he got a good hit there with his Leo killing my Candrafon. That put a twist in things. We had to revive the Uko, but yeah, he had a big mistake from him. I think if he had not killed Uko and just left Uko alive, he just single targeted with his Leo, he would have been in a much, much better spot. Like if he just tried to single target down Candrafon or Elva with Leo, I think it would have been pretty rough. Yeah, I love that last fight because it was like, okay, I'm trying to build a team to get past Warlord, and then he surprised me with the double Mortu. We were able to turn around. So there we go. We actually had 3 wins and 2 losses, which is pretty good overall. Yeah, did we stand a chance for either of the losses? So that first one, the guy did not have the champions. Okay, this one, no chance. And then this one against GNL, that was kind of like a... Yeah, that's kind of a no chance. Wait, do we have 2 Taras Harima? No, not quite. We had Taras Marishka. Yeah, and Nekrat. And then we had... Yeah, we had this stuff as well. I've got one of these champions. That's good. I've got this one. I have Yumiko. I would love any of these, please. But yeah, and then we had some good fight. It felt good to manage to beat a platinum player at the end, and especially with an really interesting draft, I think, from both sides coming through right there. Yeah, really interesting draft. So look, guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that one. Let me know what you thought of these fights. I thought they were really interesting. Let's put this disgusting one on. Oh my god, disgusting. Thanks for watching though, guys. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.